The government is working right now to confirm reports an Australian aid worker has been killed in an airstrike in Gaza. Let's bring in our political reporter, Cameron Redden. Cameron, what do we know at this point?
Kieran, in the last hour or so, footage has begun to filter through from this strike overnight on Gaza by Israeli forces. And while people were going through some of the rubble in the aftermath of this strike, a number of passports have been discovered, one of which, on closer inspection, is shown to have been an Australian passport, among others. It was a strike which impacted many workers from a group called World Central Kitchen. It's an aid organisation that's been operating in Gaza, aiding with the delivery of food. And following these reports and the discovery of this footage, we've just received in the last few minutes this statement from DFAT, the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade in Australia. I'll read that to you now. It says, the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade urgently seeking to confirm reports that an Australian aid worker has died in Gaza. These reports are very distressing. It goes on to say, we've been clear on the need for civilian lives to be protected in this conflict. We've been very clear that we expect humanitarian workers in Gaza to have safe and unimpeded access to do their life-saving work, and owing to our privacy obligations, we're unable to provide further comment. So the name, the identification was on that passport. We've chosen not to show you that at this stage while DFAT works through its processes. We do, though, have this statement we can bring you from World Central Kitchen, the organisation which is believed to have had these workers where they've been killed, is where they were working. It says, we're aware of reports that members of the World Central Kitchen team have been killed in an IDF attack while working to support our humanitarian food delivery efforts in Gaza. This is a tragedy. Humanitarian aid workers and civilians should never be a target, ever. We had a statement from the Prime Minister who was asked about this on radio a short time ago. Obviously, as these reports were just filtering in, is what Anthony Albanese had to say.
Well, the Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade are urgently investigating these reports which are there, and they are indeed very concerning. I'm very concerned about the loss of life that is occurring in Gaza. My government has supported a sustainable ceasefire. We've called for the release of hostages.
So Australian authorities continuing to investigate this situation and also confirm the identity of the Australian that's believed to have been killed in this strike. We also just mentioned this statement from the Israel Defence Force, which has been published in the last half an hour or so in relation to this strike in Gaza. It says, following the reports regarding the World Central Kitchen personnel in Gaza today, the IDF is conducting a thorough review at the highest levels to understand the circumstances of this tragic incident. Kieran, obviously this is still unfolding, and as we get more information from DFAT, we'll bring that to you.